Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is SOP Football. You're welcome to your favorite channel on YouTube where we discuss the English Premier League. The league is already on game week 8, approaching game week 9, and we've already seen so much to talk about. So, without wasting much time today, sit back, relax. Let's get to some of the topical issues that we have to share with you today. Before we begin today, let us introduce our pundits to you as usual on this channel. Mr. T.I., why are you laughing? You know I have to talk about you.
Because you know what did they always talk before?
You're the juggernaut. Juggernaut of football. You know, Mr. T.I., how are you doing?
I'm good.
You know, I think I've been telling you this. You need to run a model. You need to register for a model agency, man.
We'll get there.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Mr. Baka, how do you do today?
Good, man. It was a great weekend. So
I can see. You don't need to say. I can see from your faces and what Mr. T.I. is wearing.
Everybody here won. So.
Right. Absolutely fantastic. It was a very beautiful weekend of the English Premier League where we see lots of our favorite clubs win their matches for the you know what I'm talking. For Chelsea fans, I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Thankfully, we've had 3 on the bounce and we are hoping for more. And also for Arsenal fans, congratulations to you guys for making it a big win, a very big statement. This has been, you know, I kind of imagine what is going on within the fan base of the Arsenal Football Club. But whatever the case may be, congratulations to you guys. So guys, we don't need to waste time today.
All right.
Let's hit the nail on the head. First thing, let's bring back this guy, Mr. Pogba. It's been reported over the past 2 weeks that Pogba has failed. Okay, it was reported first that he failed his doping test at one of the matches, and at that match he was not even used. He was a substitute. But it was just a random check, and it was picked up for the samples, the A sample, right? So now, like a week ago, he was retested again for the B sample, and he still failed the test. Guys, what do you think could have happened? Is it like this is a deliberate act, or probably one of those moments where we say it's a mistake? But failing it twice, does it make it?
no, like the first test maybe was carried out by the authorities. So the second test will be from your own end. So I think that's why he did the second one, and he still tested positive. So you still have a chance, like, to show like maybe it was innocently done. Probably mistakenly took it, or he tried some diet or something. I think like something like, I think it happened to Torre before, right?
Yeah.
Torre and
Onana as well.
Also. Yeah. So I think that's what he has to prove. That if he does that, then probably the ban will be reduced.
So for me, I feel like this doping, because Paul Pogba has been in the news for longest of time, and again his injury record has not really been helping him. Do you think that there could be, maybe for the pressure of trying to prove a point, maybe he wants to get back on the field as quickly as possible, maybe he might innocently take some substance that has probably landed him where he is today? Mr. T.I.
But if that's the case, then that's still cheating.
But
because
if it is medication that is meant to heal you or give you a much faster healing period, do you think that that kind of player should be penalized? Or
yeah, that's why, like, I think they have their own rules when it comes to doping. So if, let's say, he did it like unknowingly, then that's when, like, the case of like Onana we mentioned and Torre, yeah, then the ban gets reduced. Yeah.
Okay. There you have it. We're not going to waste our time so much on that. So we wish Paul Pogba all the love and support at this moment, and we hope that you come out good, successful, and we hope that probably this will not impact your career. We'll still love to see you playing good football. So all the best to you and your family. So guys, let's talk about the weekend of great football. How do you feel, Mr. Tia? Let's start with you.
Finally, we are talking about something interesting, right? I'm not interested in Pogba's ban.
No, we have to show concern. You know, he's a player.
So regarding the weekend, I think it was exciting. It was exciting. It was. It started the way the weekend started. You knew that we were in for surprises.
Absolutely.
We knew some people would be on the bounce. We knew some people would be on a roll. We knew some people would struggle to get there, like the Manchester Uniteds of this world. We knew they would struggle to get there. We were confident since last week that we would come out with a win at the Emirates against the defending champions. But the naysayers, they didn't believe it. And then we proved it right, even though they said it was deflected goals. But who cares? A win is a win at the end of the day. So.
And a very important win for that matter.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Mr. Baka, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the win, like, for me, I said, like, last season, I think one of the reasons that we couldn't win because we lost those 2 games. If you're challenging for the title, you and your rivals, like, you lose 2 games to them, that's like 12 pointers. So, like, at least a draw or a win, at least that makes sense. So, I hope it matters this time, because for me, I feel last season it did matter.
Okay, I want to ask a question. With this win, because I know this is a very big statement, right? Do you agree? It's a big statement. So, do you think that Arsenal can build on this success to probably challenge for the title this season? I'm a realist, right? I don't blow some things out of proportion, right? This is a normal win. This is a win, regardless. It's against Man City, yes, but the benefits of it, like you said, it goes beyond the 3 point. It's a psychological boost, right? You could see the way the Arsenal team responded to the season after beating Manchester City in the Community Shield, right? And now, this was our own response after our first loss in the Champions League, playing the champions, getting a win. So it's a double package. You get the 3 point, then you get a psychological boost that can carry you for at least 7 games.
Yeah, because also, like, we've lost to them for, like, since 2015, right? Yeah. We kept losing to them, and some of those games were really tight. So, like, just to feel like, okay, you can beat these guys, I think it does matter.
It's satisfactory.
Yeah.
Yes. For me, I think that I really enjoyed that match for one reason, because I feel it was a game of a master and servant. Yeah, so it gave me a lot of joy to see that Arteta can be classified as a master tactician. Would you agree that?
I've always called Arteta a tactician.
Arteta is a good tactician. The only thing, like, there are a lot of coaches that are good with tactics. The only thing, like, the difference has to be how you manage people. I think that's like just.
I see.
Yeah, the major.
All right. So, as well as we have to say congratulations to the Chelsea fans, it's been 3 on a bounce, and we cannot help but say hallelujah. But guys, what do you think about the Chelsea match? I think for me personally, I feel like it was a huge relief, because we've been through, we've been in the trenches for as long as I can remember.
Say trenches.
Yeah, let's call it trenches. Because you look at it as we could not, win the list of those matches where you expect Chelsea to win. Mind you that over the last summer, Chelsea has spent over £1 billion trying to restructure the team and trying to bring in young players. So for me to see that Chelsea is able to go 3 on a bounce, I think it's a great success. Even though I'm not trying to, put myself in that position to say, oh, we have arrived. But I feel like
I think just
the coach has really built that culture. The confidence is back to the team. You could see even the first half was really shambolic. But when we came back on the second half, the play was really, really fantastic. So, do you guys have a say on that particular match?
No, for me, I'm just happy for you guys. Like, I've always been an advocate of the fact that sometimes, right, you might be performing and then you don't get results, right? But at the end of the day, when you keep performing, one day the results start to show. What has always plagued Chelsea is the fact that they start a project, they don't get results immediately, then right in the middle of it, they scrap it, and then they start something else. Well, that has always been your issues, right?
But I think that with the way the new ownership has come in, I think there is a sense of direction right now. I don't think that Chelsea is in a rush for the first time in how many years. We are not in a rush. We are kind of disciplined to start again, rebuild again with young players and fantastic young players for that matter. So I feel the future is bright for Chelsea. Only if we keep the consistency, we keep the coach. Because I think one of the reasons I kind of felt too bad was the hiring and firing style of Chelsea.
No, that won't change.
I think that will change, because if you really look at what the board has done this season, is to bring in professionals at strategic positions in the club to fill up the hierarchy. And I believe moving forward is going to be a fantastic run for the team. All right, so let's move forward, guys. Game week 8 started with Crystal Palace hosting Luton Town hosting Spurs. So that match ended in favor of Spurs. What do you make of Spurs this season? I hate to say it, but they're doing well.
Me, I always knew Spurs would play well, because, like I was saying, that's why I felt like Liverpool should sell Salah as well. Because you had like one talisman for like 7-8 years. So now they moved away from him, and you can see like people will always step up. So I'm not surprised. Also, like, they brought a coach that probably they looked properly and saw like, okay, this guy knows how to like the style of play will be much better than what's the guy's name, Conte and Mourinho were playing. Like, but very, very negative.
Do you think this is just like a one season wonder for Spurs?
That's what we said about Harry Kane. One season wonder, and he did it for the next 8 years. So I think he's a good coach. It depends on what the expectations that they have. Because the truth about the Premier League is the second season might be actually more difficult than your first season. So it depends on if you want to trust the manager and things like that. Because even with Arteta, you see like his second season now became more difficult than the first one. We're seeing that with Erik ten Hag as well. So it happens with the Premier League. It just depends on whether you want to back the same person, the same approach that he's doing.
So you're saying Spurs are going to win the league?
No, we're not saying that. At least they are going to achieve the target that they came the season with.
I think so.
I'm very sure it's not winning the league.
What is the target for Spurs?
I don't. There's none of my business, but I wish them. I wish them all the best. So for that particular game, Spurs won 1 away to Luton Town, 1-0. But guys, do you think that Luton will survive this season?
What do you mean? They are not surviving. We already
the first episode of this show, we already said
they are not surviving.
They already reached their utopia.
All right. So the second match of the day was between Burnley and Chelsea. In favor of Chelsea. Chelsea won 4-1.
Funny enough, I didn't see that game.
So I think it's a resurgence of Raheem Sterling at Chelsea. Although his gameplay is up and down at the moment. Some matches he will come up with fire, and some matches he's
that's Sterling his whole career, man. That's how his whole career.
When you said resurgence, that's why I used.
That's what Sterling has been.
It's lukewarm. He can score 15 goals on the trot and then be silent for 7-9 games.
I see. Okay, but I think one of the things that actually intrigued me on for this match is the way Vincent Kompany set up Burnley on the first half. I think they played absolutely fantastic football. If you could check, Chelsea were just everywhere, no cohesion, not whatsoever. But Burnley were pressing really well, and if not for their expansive kind of style of football, I don't think Chelsea would have been able to come back because they made the game very open. So Chelsea also were able to match up with their tempo second half and scored those fantastic goals.
You made it sound like Chelsea got lucky.
Yeah, I feel like it was luck. I'm telling you, because if it wasn't for that own goal, I don't think that it would have been, for us to bite our fingers to score one goal. We were not shooting. Broja was not shooting.
Oh, Broja played that game?
Yeah, he played.
I thought he was injured last week.
No. He played first half, then second half, this guy, what do you call him? Jackson came in. Guys, it's a tough time dealing with Arsenal fans. So let's go.
You know what I was about to say again, right? I was asking which Jackson. Nicolas Onguku.
Onguku is injured.
Okay, guys, so let's move forward. We had Everton play Bournemouth 3-0 in favor of Everton. So, guys,
redemption.
Is it a redemption for Everton?
I think it's a very good result for Everton because at least at home, because even at home they look terrible. So like this game, at least they're able to win comfortably, and I think it's a really good result.
Their play was really good. I watched that match, and what do you call this guy?
Doucouré.
Yeah, Doucouré. He was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, but then you see like that's the person they rely on to score goals, someone from midfield.
Wow.
Holding midfielder then.
All right.
That says a lot about the team.
So,
but actually, Everton will be lucky this season because when you see Luton, Burnley, Sheffield, those three teams that came up are terrible. So at least they are guaranteed to stay up.
Let's see. So you think Everton will stay up?
They will.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately or fortunately?
Unfortunately.
But we'll never know. You never know what the Christmas break is going to bring, you know?
All right.
3 games, if they lose 3 games on the trot,
but would they be able to catch up by then?
No, I'm saying if Everton loses 3 games on the trot, right
which
now,
should definitely happen. There'll be a time
the conversation changes because they go down.
Okay, so let's move forward. Fulham played host to Sheffield United. So Fulham came back 3-1. It's a win for them. So
well deserved.
Well deserved. Honestly, I think that Fulham is one of those teams that I did not expect that this season they would do too well, but
why?
Because even our first episode we already said that
Fulham. Yeah, we already said Fulham will because they can Fulham are spoilers. Well, they can get points from anyone.
Yeah, but that game then that Basham's injury was really bad.
Okay.
We wish you all the very best and we wish you a quick recovery. All the players that are down with injury. We wish you a speedy recovery. We want to see good and beautiful football. Okay, let's move on. Manchester United played host to Brentford. This is a match that actually made me to be, oh my God. I thought that, for a minute, I thought United lost that match, but I think it was a very good comeback from them. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Especially like the people that Maguire really played well in this game.
Yeah, he had an assist.
Then even McTominay, and those were the players that Man United fans were like saying the one out of the club.
Those were the players that Eric Eric Fiber.
Yeah, even Eric didn't want him. But because of their wages and all those stuff, they couldn't get them off, and they're the ones that helped them to win the match.
So I will say this because do you think that the English media are responsible for the form and growth of English players? Because if you look at Harry Maguire, I think the English media has spited that guy. He has been mocked. He has been abused.
And they were the ones that made him, so they can destroy him. They say whoever puts you on the pedestal can take you down. English media, English hype makes most of these English players, with the exception of very few. Harry Maguire was bought for 80 million. Yeah.
But some of those things is not really mocking. Because if I come and say Maguire doesn't deserve to be in the English team, it's not mocking because there are many defenders that in the English players that are better than him that play in that position.
Let's see.
It's still okay to say that.
Yeah, we can still call a spade a spade.
Let's see.
So that is not mocking or like they're making fun of him. It's just like even his manager doesn't fancy him.
Yeah.
Yeah, then why was he being the English team?
I see. Okay. So do you think that Brentford would bounce back this season? I think they're having kind of ups and downs at the moment.
If you lose your top striker, you will also struggle, man.
Well, but they've been away for some time now. If Antonio has been away,
you've also been away for some time now. You know, just starting to
So Brentford will be fine.
all right.
Brentford will be fine.
And the good news for this season, like I said, is those 3 promoted teams. So, like, I think most of the teams are guaranteed to stay up because those teams are really shocking and they're bad.
I see. All right. So let's move to the matches that we played on Sunday 8. First up, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest.
That was a draw, right?
That was a draw, 0-0. So was it a well-balanced game?
No, I didn't watch it. It was disappointing for me. I hate 0-0 games.
I didn't watch it, but like,
But what do you expect?
Well, Crystal Palace, like,
What do you expect, guys?
normally very kind of tight unit. They've been a defensive team until Vieira came, right? So
Yeah.
that's when they started playing.
They started experimenting and becoming explosive. So I expected goals in that game.
Right. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. So Crystal Palace fans and Nottingham Forest fans, I think I have an issue with Nottingham Forest. Guys, please tell your coach to use my superstar player,
Ooh.
Why?
Santos. Please get him to play.
Which position does he play?
He's a defensive midfielder.
Your Santos.
Yeah,
So you think it's better than Danilo?
of course, by far.
Danilo played in the Premier
Yes.
League last season. This your guy has never played in the Premier League.
Okay, no, the coach came out to say that he had a discussion with Chelsea, in-depth discussion with Chelsea, that he's only waiting for time frame for him to introduce the guy, blah, 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 blah.
That guy can't even speak English.
I think he's all
I'm very
bullshit.
sure.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to speak
It
English
matters.
for him to play football.
Because you have to communicate on the pitch.
Oh, I see. That's the only thing you get. Because he's a Chelsea player, he needs to know how to speak English.
No,
He
man.
don't
Even we have
care.
our own players on loan that don't get.
Get him inside the pitch. He's going to play. All right, so let's move on. Brighton, Liverpool. 2-2. What happened there? Guys, was that an even match?
It was.
I think it was, yeah.
It was deservedly so. It was even.
Or do you think that De Zerbi is already he's started to be found out? His style of play is very predictable now.
No, the Premier League, every team gets found out once in a while, right? Like you can only do it something for so long before somebody comes up with a way to counter you. But against Liverpool, I at a particular point in time, in my mind, I thought Liverpool were going to lose that game at a particular point in time.
So for me, I think in one of the WhatsApp groups, I said something. I think Baka, you were.
Yeah, you said they will come back and
they
win.
said they will come back and win.
And then I laughed.
No, I said that Liverpool will come back and win.
Yeah, and then I laughed. I saw the comment and then I
But like
laughed.
Brighton, they've not been excellent. Like I think recently because I can't remember like when last they won, but I know like all the matches I've watched recently, they've
been shaky. They've not been clinical like this.
But I know they have injuries.
So is it João Pedro?
No, João Pedro is useless.
No, João Pedro doesn't even.
Because even in that game, João Pedro could have scored 2 clean goals. Ogba was okay. So please.
Another thing with the team is like he rotates a lot.
Right,
So
no
like
consistency.
so you're not really sure like who are the people like
Master-
guaranteed will start.
Master
So like
tactician.
I only see Mitoma playing. Even the keeper he rotates it.
Master tactician.
So he's a master tactician.
No, but at least he's what he wants to do. We know like we know the idea is like he has like which is a good thing, and they are brave enough to like okay even if we lose 6 we still play away.
In the words of in the words of Wiki.
You know one thing. I feel like Salah is becoming. He's getting older, but for me, his movement, his flair is still kind of very fresh and very refreshing to watch.
Salah is very difficult to mark.
So do you think that this guy is still a Premier League material for the next 3 or 4 years?
He is, but Liverpool should have cashed out on him.
He is, but I think
and
like
rebuild.
and that kind of player is like
It comes once
he's
in a while.
like kind of like a Messi kind of player whereby he can adapt, even though he knows he doesn't have speed or something like that. That's how I see him. Because I remember Tim Sherwood, right? That time was coaching Tottenham. He said they were going to face Salah when he was still in Barcelona. That the kind of plan they prepared for Salah was exactly the kind of plan that he prepared for Messi.
See.
So it's that kind of player. So
all right, all the best, Salah, and we wish to see you score more goals in the English Premier League.
Yes, please.
Even though I don't like you myself.
I don't know, we need him even for FPL.
All right, guys. So you only work for my FPL, please. All right, guys. So let's move forward. West Ham played host to Newcastle, and the match was draw as well, 2-2.
I'm glad.
Do you think that was a good shared point?
Yeah.
Knowing the fact that the top guys, let's say Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, there.
Why are you reversing the table? Spurs, Arsenal, Man City,
or whatever they but you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So do you think that that's Newcastle drawing this match is also a way of like slowing their progress down? Knowing the fact that they went to PSG over the week and they scored fantastic goals.
Yeah, they are probably tired.
No, that game was at home actually.
They were at home? Yeah. Oh yeah. They played home. Yeah.
Yeah, but nonetheless, they're probably tired. They got dead legs and stuff like that. But 2-2, it's not bad.
It's not bad. West Ham is difficult to play against now.
Let's see. All right, so let's move forward. Wolves played host to Aston Villa, and the match was 1-1. I think this match was one of the matches that I expected that it's going to be tough. For me, I consider both mid-table clubs.
Aston Villa, mid-table?
Yes.
Aston Villa?
I have my reasons.
Where are they on the table? Where are you?
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't really matter. You underrate Chelsea. You feel like that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
You should know. Every time we're talking about Chelsea, if there's anyone in this place or in the forums that you are in that always gives Chelsea a chance, it's me, which I'm not proud of. Because when they were trolling you, I kept telling them they should give you 10 games.
Right.
10 games, and you will still turn things around. I'm not saying you're not going to lose. I'm not saying I wish you well, but I still root for you.
No, but Aston Villa, I think a bit high. I think they are above mid-table. Maybe like around 8.
So was this a fair?
It was
a fair shared spot.
No, I think it was. I think it was 2 points lost for Aston Villa.
Really? No, but Wolves at home, like there are some Premier League teams apart from these promoted teams. I think anything you play away from home, man, it's not really that easy.
It's not really easy, yeah. I get that.
Let's see. All right, so let's move forward. The last match of the day was Arsenal playing host to Man City.
Say it with gusto.
All right, so the small club won 1-0. So I give it to them.
Club.
Congratulations to Arsenal and all the Arsenal supporters, especially these big men. So congratulations to you guys.
You called the most successful club.
Just another 3 points.
I don't want to.
Let's
not get into that debate of success. Because we cannot be talking about what happened in 1920.
I'm not talking about what happened in 1920.
Okay, so let's give credit to whom credit is due.
Simple.
Arsenal won 1-0, and I think I was really, really happy for that match because it showed the dexterity of Mikel Arteta, what he has done at Arsenal Football Club. He has indeed drilled those boys to perfection. For a player like Jorginho,
perfection.
Yeah, I feel Jorginho was on the top of his game yesterday. Absolutely.
All the boys I got from you were on top of their games.
It's okay, except Kai Havertz, which you guys are.
He had the assist.
It doesn't matter. Okay, guys. So there you have it, guys. Those were the highlights of the English Premier League game week 8 that was rounded up yesterday. And so thank you so much for staying with us up to this time. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love, the support that you are showing to this channel. We are really grateful. So we would love to ask you for something. Keep those comments coming. Let us know what you think. Let us know what we can do to keep you entertained. You know, very soon we will be having live match day sit out where we talk about games live as it goes on. So sit back, relax. We want you to share this channel to your friends and family. We want you to like, subscribe, share this content to your social media platforms, your friends. Let them know what's going on. So, Mr. T.I., any last words before we round up?
What should we say this time?
I don't know, man. But it's going to be a long 2 weeks, you know?
For me, it's the fact that I ain't international break, so.
Right. It's okay. It's about
Yeah, it's going to be a long 2 weeks, but it's a time to go back and see like I'm wearing my national team's jersey.
Let's see.
I'm watching them, support them. Go back in 2 weeks.
All right. All right. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for your support. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, it's bye-bye.